Okay, guys, this is Gary with Piedmont Fishing. If you're watching this, you watched my striper video. It was a tough day fishing out there. I was fishing on Lake Rhodhiss, post frontal conditions, fall 2019, November. Water temperature was about 60 degrees. It was a little dingy. We'd had some rain the week before, and lake had started clearing up, but it had a little tint to it. It wasn't as clear as it normally is. The fish weren't really biting. I only caught two all day. I fished for about 4 hours, and I caught the two I caught there towards the end of the day. I saw some birds working and got over there where the birds were working. The birds didn't work long, maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then it was over. So fish seemed scattered. I didn't really mark any big schools anywhere. I fished all the way from the dam to probably at least mid lake, maybe a little bit on the upper side there. Products I used umbrella rigs. I was trolling them at about 2.7 miles an hour. That seems to be my magic speed. And I like to zigzag my boat as I go along. I don't make real big, sharp turns, but I do kind of just sweep along, as I go down the lake, and that'll allow, when you're making an inside turn, that'll allow that bait on the inside to drop a little bit more and get a little deeper in the water. And then when you make it back to the right, that one will pull up and the other one will go down. It kind of gives them that action. You can work different water columns there. Like I say, this was a tough day. I didn't catch that many, but I'm going to show you the products I used. I used umbrella rigs. The little fish you seen came on this rig right here. It's a 6-arm. I believe that's about a 9-inch umbrella rig. And what I was using on it, I'm going to bring the baits up here a little closer so you can see them. This right here is a striper sniper jig and snake worm. That's what I use 95% of the time for stripers. Those snake worms, you can't hardly beat them. They are great. If you haven't tried them, if you're using swim baits or curly tails, throw them away and get these. I mean, these will outfish them 10 to 1, or at least they do on my lakes. So, but you can see here, I got the rig. I have 6-inch leaders on the outside, and then I got about an 18-inch leader on that back bait right there. So 9 times out of 10 they'll come on the back bait, but not always. I have caught as many as 3 on one. I had 4 on one time, but one come off before I could get it in the boat. But I have got 3 fish in on one umbrella rig one time. So that was bait number 1. Bait number 2 was an umbrella rig also, and this is the one I caught the bigger fish. He's probably 15, 18 pounder. He was a good fish for my lake, which Lake Rhodhiss, Lake Hickory is the ones I fish mainly. They don't usually get that big out there. I usually average 7 to 8 pounds, or the big ones. First fish I caught was a little one. He probably wasn't a 2 or 3 pounder. Second one though was about a 15, 18 pounder. He's I haven't caught one that big on these lakes in several years. So I'll show you the bait it come on. It came on a 4-arm umbrella rig. Again, I had a different jig on this one. I had a I think it's called an alibi jig. They come from Bass Pro Shops, but I had the Sundrop snake worm on it again. And if you can see the inside, I had little spinners on here, and 6-inch leaders on the outside. And that back bait, I had about a 24-inch leader on this one. Like I say, the snake worm, they were all half ounce jigs. But to be honest, I don't really catch that many on this rig. I just wasn't doing any good that day, so I was trying everything I had out there. My normal go-tos, they didn't bite. Get these if you want to. The only times I've really got them to work kind of like low light conditions, but if it's real sunny out, they don't seem to like this one as much. But that other one, the first one I showed you, is a good one and normally catches a lot of fish. And this one catches some, but like I say, it's usually when it's full on clouds, or getting towards the end of the day, or first thing in the morning, low light conditions. But get you some of the striper sniper snake worms. They got go to their website stripersniper.com, and then they've got some good jigs too. That jig I showed you, that's I use that one most of the time. My main colors are green, white. Um, that's probably the main ones right there, and then the lemon lime snake worm, sundrop, white. Trying to think what else, what other color. Blue on occasion, but mainly the greens and the chartreuses and things like that are the ones that they bite most. 2.7 miles an hour. I normally start out about 105 feet, 100 to 105 feet back from the back of the boat. I'm probably fishing in the 12 to 15 foot water column right there. I don't usually pull them up any closer than 75 feet. I think the boat spooks them a little bit there if you're getting much below 10, if you get much shallower than 10 feet. Umbrella rigs are more of a deeper fishing technique for me. And I'll go back as much as 150, 200 feet if I'm trying to get down that 30-foot water column. But that's what I was using. Hope you liked the video. If you do, like and subscribe, and I'll do more. I'll keep doing some more videos. You guys have a good night. Thank you.